Pastor Bell, when I spoke with him, I told him, and that was the first time anybody like outside ever heard me say it, like, okay, God, if you make me a pastor, I'll say yes.
Yeah.
But this whole time I've been saying no because I know what it's like. I remember my dad getting a call at like 2 a.m. that someone else's father passed away. Yeah. And we lived in Redlands, California. He had to go drive to Los Angeles, which just say it's not close. Yeah. Okay. 2 a.m. He's up, he's gone.
He's gone.
I remember thinking, yo, you do everything for everybody else. Like whatever they want or whatever they need, you find a way to make it happen, to the point where my parents have always had someone else living in their house. Yeah. Always. Like whatever, I don't care if you need food, if you need shelter, if you need money for school, if you need your rent paid, if you need somebody to pray for you, if you are crying because your dad just passed away, like it don't matter what the need is.
Yeah, that's what we do.
He goes and fulfills
That's what we do.
And I was like, I don't want that. I don't want the pressure that comes with it. Yeah. I don't want the scrutiny that comes with it.
The high blood pressure.
You know, I don't want none of that. I don't want my kids to feel the way that I felt towards my. There's so much that comes with it. Like I tell people, there's not a dollar amount that's worth being a good pastor. Yeah. Because you deal with everybody's everything. Yeah.
And that's why it frustrates me when I hear people talk down about leaders. Because there's no such thing as a perfect pastor, and there's no such thing as a perfect parent. We all have our flaws. Absolutely. We all have our difficulties. The issue is that people want to know the humanistic side of being a pastor, but they don't want to understand the spiritual side of being a pastor. And you cannot understand the human side of being a pastor if you don't really understand the spiritual side of being a pastor. Because when you come out of that spiritual realm, then that's when flesh hits you. It doesn't matter about our natural. It's our spiritual side that people don't really understand. When the enemy is telling you to kill yourself, but you got to preach on Sunday morning. When the enemy is telling you, just quit, because it's never going to work. That's the side that people really need to be concerned about.
Yeah.
But they get into, oh, well, you're just human. I'm accountable for your soul.
Literally.
Literally.
Like, if you believe what we believe as a pastor, it is actually your job, and in the life to come, you are actually accountable for where you led the people.
You're held at that standard. And what does that look like?
Sheesh.
So everybody, I mean, it is not easy. And then you have to deal with that on the natural basis. Like, hold up, I'm accountable for your, oh God. And then I got my own issues that I'm dealing with. Mm-hmm. So now I got to deal with your issues and 10,000 other issues.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. I tell people all the time, there's not a dollar amount that makes it worth it. No one does this for the money.
Yeah, no.
You know, some people see some pastors that are wealthy, but most pastors aren't.
And then I hate to say this, but then even then they deserve it. Depending on the capacity of where they are.
Any pastor that's doing a good job, I believe, should be rich.
They should.
Like when you
deserve it.
When you see close up what people are going through, any pastor that's doing a good job of serving his, however big or small his community is, you deserve every dollar that comes to you, because you have truly earned it with blood, with sweat, with tears, with stress, with pressure, with the work of your hands. Hey, what you just saw is a clip from our show, How Pastors Are Made, where we go through the good, the bad, the ugly, the ups and the downs of becoming a pastor. We appreciate you for watching. Pretty please hit that like button and definitely hit the subscribe button. If there's a pastor that you want us to speak to, please let us know. If you enjoyed this conversation, then the link to the entire conversation is in the description. Also, we have plenty more conversations with other pastors. We would love for you to watch those as well. If there's a pastor you want us to speak to, again, let us know who the pastor is. If you are a pastor watching this and you want to tell your story on how pastors are made, there's a link in the description. It gives us a little bit of information so that we can contact you and schedule a date to record so you can have the next episode of How Pastors Are Made. With that being said, God bless you. We love you all. Find somebody and find a way to do something good.